Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. This is probably the last video that I'm going to be recording for content prior to version 5.5's release. We are down in the dank underbelly of Ochkanatlan right now by the core of Ixlel, the old part of Ochkan that powered and sustained and controlled the city of Ochkanatlan back in his time, because there is a world quest. Apparently there is a additional world quest that focuses a lot on the lore of Ochkanatlan that I have not done yet, that a lot of people in chat have been eager and excited for me to check out and get to before the release of 5.5, with the sacred volcano city of Talin, where the dragon capital city resides, and getting basically the conclusion of, I think, the dragon civilization, our Tepetlasar companion's journey, and everything else in between. So yesterday we went through a bunch of the world quests that I hadn't yet cleaned up with the Pale Mist. We met Quinnen, the NPC, aka the Among Us abyssal wolf in sheep's clothing that was trying to basically pretend to be Quinnen the entire time we were with them. The abyss was so deep into their deception that they thought they themselves were a human, which was crazy. Such a good quest, especially for like the implications and like the motivations of the abyss moving forward, how they're kind of trying to move in on Teyvat and basically replace humanity and replace life as if they were that life to begin with. A lot of really cool concepts overall for like the abyss and the dragons and humanity and everything, so very eager to see how that all comes together. We do have to make our way back up to the surface. There's two entrances to this underground area. There's this spot here, and then there's this spot here. There is a couple of things that I do want to do before we jump in, before we start. I have two Pyroculus that I need to grab before we finalize the rest of the Oculus for 5.5. There's one here, which is also tied into a location with Bibu, so we're going to check that out. And then the second one, I think, takes place during the quest in this underground area. I'm assuming it ties into this teleport waypoint here. So, and then I'm going to max out my Statue of the Seven and all that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to max out the statue first, because I do have enough to get it maxed out. So I think the statue can be level 7 with 5 Oculus remaining. So I think after this, I'll have 3 left over. Yeah, let me just do this right now. So we have 35. We need 32. So actually, yeah, I'll just offer all of them. That's fine. I have not been to this area outside of just unlocking the teleport waypoint, but oh, what's this place called? Isle of Tozos. So there's a bunch of puzzles around here. I did activate this part over here with Auroran. Actually, let me switch back to him. I might need him for this. Oh, actually, he's already in my party. I'm an idiot. All right. And there's also a decayed stone tablet. Up ahead is a restricted area set up for controlled supervision of unauthorized personnel are prohibited. By order of Ellipsis, trespassers will be regarded as Ellipsis and severely punished. Parts of the inscription have been forcibly chiseled off. Oh dear. Okay, so basically my ass shouldn't be here, but I'm the traveler and I'm a glutton for punishment, and I don't know how to leave well enough alone. Oh, maintenance logs. The supervision here is way too lax. These pests did not... Oh my god, the light. I'm so glad I wasn't on like the actual pavement there. I would have been discovered. These pests do nothing but eat and play. In fact, they do better than we do, and they treat the facilities like they're toys. Lord Ochkan has said that these pests are our enemies. I don't think that foes should be treated with such friendly fashion. Interesting. Oh, so is this like a holding facility? Wanna trigger the spotlights here? I'm just gonna try to avoid this as best I can.
Tell me what you see.
Light
Let's
of
get
the
it.
blazing sun.
Oh my god.
Rev the engine.
Sheesh. I didn't even see that lady. 07s. She didn't last, I'll tell you that. I literally just blew her up. That's crazy. It's kind of wild how synergistic Auroran is with Ochkanatlan, like with all these puzzles and stuff. The Lone Isle named Night. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was a quest. Yay. This is honestly what I came here for, which was the Oculus primarily, but I will take it. All right, here we go, gamers. Investigate the hidden chamber. What? Is that a dragon egg? Excuse me? Is there an unborn dragon? Also, who's this Giga Chad? Hold on. Oh my god, this is sick. He's like, I have to protect this unborn dragon. Oh my god, this is so fucking cool. Oh my god, this is epic. Oh my god, gamers, this is so cool. Bibu, you literally are gonna have a new friend. We're gonna hatch this one ourselves. This is kind of cool. What the hell? I never thought I'd see a dragon egg. All right, I'm gonna hide Aether. I'm gonna just get a picture of the egg itself. Bro, this is wild. Is this legit? This is crazy. Guys, it's the unborn new Pyro Dragon Sovereign. Bro, this is sick. What the hell? Oh, there's something over here. Ancient diary. Okay, hold on. Let me grab all this stuff first.
I'll keep this close.
Ancient diary. Oh, Bee-Boo. Oh my, holy essay. What is this? Holy moly. Okay, I did not know I was getting into all this craziness. All right, chat. It's that time once again. Let us read. Ancient diary. This is my first day on the Isle of Night. Weather's good, but I can't say that about my mood. I knew I was here to watch over some troublesome pests, yet I had not expected there to be quite so many of them. Is he talking about like the little Tapetlosaurs that were on the island, like on a different part of Ochkanatlan? I don't know. I had heard messages from Cinder City tell of how those who encountered these pests would fall into the throes of an illness that would grip them day and night, of how the boils that would break all over their bodies would be followed with incessant vomiting before they finally suffered a drastic change in personality and eventually became so frail that they would perish. And we all heard of the terrible transformation that befell Lord Milchi after coming into contact with them, ranting day and night about tearing any who would dare set foot upon the Isle of Night limb from limb. It's like an illness going on? Even if a hero of such stature met with such a fate, then surely any ordinary person wouldn't stand a chance. And there were also those warriors that Dad could not save. The wounds that were left on their bodies as if they had been torn to shreds by something sharp. Those pests brittle with spikes and fangs, so this would have been their doing too. They should have been eradicated long ago. I cannot for the life of me understand why they're wasting their time, why we're wasting time watching over them or feeding them. In the words of Lord Ochkan, the only thing they deserve to eat is a good old knuckle sandwich. Alas, if I had known, I would have just followed in Dad's footsteps and studied medicine, or else trained properly with Mom. But here I am, no longer with any hope of becoming either a warrior or a doctor, just a lousy guard for those wretched pests. Sure sucks to be me. The hell is happening? What are they watching? Are they watching dragons? This doesn't seem to be Bona. I know they mentioned a dad, but I don't think this is Bona. Day 475 and the weather is clear. Thankfully, finally, Lord Milchi came back today. Another 2 days and we'd have ran out of food for good. No more grain fruit, cockahoodle, or meat of any kind. And no more Mora either. Sarian crackers and grain fruit for breakfast, meat for lunch, and fish for dinner. No wonder all the Mora's gone. All the money I'd saved up to buy a ladder spent on stuffing their bellies. Not even the thinnest Sarians are at least a couple of belly sizes up from what mine would have been if I were one of them. Yet still, they make me climb up and down all day. A bit of exercise, they call it. If you ask me, these okay, they're Sarians, not dragons. These Sarians should have to maintain the switches themselves. Let them get some exercise and lose some weight. Whoa! Yo, you fat shaming my little Sarian babies? This guy's an asshole. Leave their round tummies alone. Let them have some exercise and lose some weight so they don't end up getting sick. And I won't end up having to make more medicine for them. But still, it's true that we can't cut back on bird eggs for the hatchlings. They only just hatched and they're still growing, so they need the extra nutrition. Also, it seems a few more invaders arrived today, trying to set fire to the entire island of Night. Thankfully, the secret source sentinels spotted them and chased them off before it was too late. Otherwise, things could have gotten really bad. I wonder what time frame this is taking place in. The city, or this is like a part of the city that's basically housing like these Sarians as captives almost. Or maybe this is like a facility for them. Those fools from Cinder City, we chase away one batch of them and another show up. All they ever talk about is curses and pests. They can't be reasoned with, and they're bent on wrecking things too. Such a pain in the... illness? Festering wound? Where do they get such nonsense from? These Sarians might be a bit on the energetic side, but they sure have big appetite. And they sure have big appetites, but they're clean as clean can be. I should know, because I'm the one who washes them. They're spotless. Cleaner than any of you lot, that's for sure. And curses? If it wasn't for Lord Milchi's kind heart, I would have had the secret source sentinels clobber you fools long ago. And the idea of Atlatl being cursed, what a joke. If Lord Milchi would have listened to me and assent for the use of stronger weapons, we'd have long since washed our hands of all of this. It's driving me up a wall. Anyways, that's enough for today. I still have to repair the switches and get on with my morning training tomorrow. So there'll be plenty for me to get on with. Ellipsis. Atlatl is a local legend. Is it a local legend in the 5.2 area? Because I might not have fought them. The Geowyab. Oh, okay. Interesting. I've lost count of how many days it's been, and I have no idea what the weather is like outside. If I had to guess, I'd say it's about the 5th day I've been in hiding. This will probably end up being the last diary entry I make. If I'd have known things would come to this, I should have tried harder to stop Lord Milchi. Thinking back on it all, there were so many warning signs. More and more frequent attacks, restless packs of Sarians, unhatched Sarian eggs, order to execute the little ones, and rumors of rebellion among the various tribes. Oh, so was this when Ochkan like fucking went scorched earth? In such a dire situation, a summons could only mean bad things. Aside from blades, I honestly can't imagine what else might await Lord Milchi. And the end result was never in doubt either. The Isle of Night was utterly defenseless without Lord Milchi, and would have fallen to any old band of warriors. Fortunately, Lord Milchi was ready, and as soon as the orders came through, we were able to take advantage of the chaos and set the little ones free. That's why they're all in that one area. I think those were all of the little Tapetlosaurs. They were all like, they were gonna be killed off here. Oh my god. So that's why this place has a bunch of, I was wondering where those baby Tapetlosaurs came from and why they were, now they're chilling, they're partying, they're living life. They're like, oh my god, we were saved. Fortunately, Lord Milchi was ready, and as soon as the order came through, was able to take advantage of the chaos to set the little ones free. But Sarian eggs don't have legs, nor can they be so easily transported. So oh, is that him right now in the room? The person who wrote this is the one that's like on the ground, like the abyssal person. And the last like Sarian egg they're defending, I think. But Sarian eggs don't have legs and they're not easily transported, so I had to hide it. If only Lord Atlatl was still here. With his help, I'm sure we could have moved it too. I honestly cannot fathom why Lord Milchi chose not to escape with us and instead insisted on confronting Ochkan. Holy shit. Oh, right. Also, while hiding the egg, I gave it the name that I had long since planned to give it. Aguara. This name even sounds cunning, so perhaps it will help protect it. Okay, let me write that down real quick. Aguara. Are we gonna hatch this thing? Just as I thought, all those feeble, non-lethal security measures were completely useless against warriors set on bloodshed. I've been saying that all along. Thankfully, they did not find the underground chamber, so I can hide out here for a couple more days. But how long can I carry on hiding here? They've stayed put this whole time and show no sign of retreating. I don't know what they're looking for, but whatever it is, they haven't found it yet. My food's all gone, and I feel as though I am gradually slipping into unconsciousness. Whether I give myself up or stay here, I'm guessing it'll end the same, but I cannot let go of Aguara. Though I've put the egg into hibernation, I am not sure how long it will last. Ah, Aguara, you impatient little critter. Why the big rush? Just wait a bit longer. Your time has not come. The Natlan of today is not ready to be your home. Not yet. Speaking of home, I do not believe I have returned to visit, nor have I sent a single letter back. Not once since I arrived at this place. If only I had listened to mom and dad, put my mind into my medical studies and training. Might things have turned out differently? Might I have been able to protect everyone? Aguara, I wish I could see what you'll look like, but I guess I never will. Damn, dude. This is tragic. Another tragedy in the era of Ochkan. Damn, bro is literally, he's like, I hate the dragons so much, I'm gonna kill their offspring. He was really about to do it too. Oh, Bibu. To think that these things happened, Milchi and the person who left those notes behind, everyone was so brave. Oh my god, are we gonna hatch it? I'm curious what's gonna happen here. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is that hibernating Sarian egg mentioned in those notes. Are you trying to say that we should use the incubator to hatch it, Bibu? Yes, let's do it. The egg does not look like it's in good shape, and there's a manual on the incubator. Let's give it a try, shall we? No clue if it'll work, but we could give it a go. Nice. Looks like our little buddy's about to meet a new friend. Ah, he deserves it. Oh my god. Oh my god, Bibu. You are so precious. I love you. All right, let's see. Bibu and Aguara. Let's... Oh, hello? Whoa! The thing that looks like Quinnen. What is that? Wait, what the hell? What is that? God damn it, I have to fight off his protector.
He's free.
Burn it down.
Oh my god.
Time to say hello.
Teamwork is strength.
Oh my god, you gotta do this for the egg. All right, obviously the... Get out of here. Bah! 198 damage. God damn. We got to protect the egg gamers. With those monsters attacking out of nowhere like that, good thing we're super strong, huh? Guess I'll be counting on you next time, Paimon. Huh? No. Paimon can't do that. Who'd want to fight those scary monsters anyway? Looks like he's getting anxious already. Let's find a way to hatch the egg first. Activate the incubator. The incubator is back in action. All you need to do now is wait. Hours pass, but nothing happens to the Sarian egg. It doesn't change at all. Weird. Nothing seems to happen. Have we messed something up? Let's try again. The egg itself might be the issue. You reboot the incubator as the instructions indicate, and just as your previous attempt, nothing happens to the Sarian egg. I mean, this egg has been here for hundreds of years, so how long do we have to wait? Paimon's zoning out over here. Also, she's getting dizzy and hungry. Huh? Wait, it moved. Let's wait a little longer, shall we? After a long while, the Sarian egg remains unchanged. No reaction, no sign of hatching. God damn it. Still nothing. Could this incubator be broken? But its lights are on. Is the problem with the egg then? Waiting around doesn't seem to like it'll help. Should we just take the egg with us? No matter how hungry you get. Okay, we are not eating this thing. What do you think, Bibu? Well, little fella, Paimon means that if the egg's the problem, it might never. Bibu's like, no, we gotta believe. Don't be sad, Bibu. There's nothing we can do about it. Perhaps the environment here isn't suitable, or perhaps the egg doesn't believe this is the right time. You know, you're right. Maybe the egg hasn't hatched because it thinks Natlan hasn't changed and isn't suitable to be its home. After all, it's been hiding inside here for so long, right? Of course it doesn't know what a wonderful place Natlan's become. So let's take it back and take good care of it. We'll tell it stories about beautiful landscapes, thrilling adventures, and all the wonderful people we've met. Every single day. In short, we'll let it know how great Natlan is now. Once it gets excited enough, it'll surely hatch on its own. That's wholesome as fuck. Oh my god, stop. Are we actually taking this egg with us? Guys, I really hope we take this egg to the sacred city of Tallinn and it hatches there in its natural sacred mountain home capital city land. That'd be so awesome. Oh, that'd be sick. Okay, we got an achievement as well. Perhaps we're a long road ahead of us. Obtain a Sarian egg on the Isle of Tozos. Was not expecting that. I'll tell you that right now. Also, I got another achievement. Ooh, oh my god. Guys, we're getting the name card today. That last waypoint's gonna give us this name card. Poggers. Yeah, that'll be today. Nice. All right, so I think that was a furnishing. Quick, wake up. Oh, it's a furnishing. The exquisite and delicate Sarian egg model was specifically crafted by Tubby at Paimon's request to accommodate your experiences on the island of Tozos. For a little life inside the egg, and for the little one, you may continue to travel, explore, and witness the beauty of this world. Okay, so I guess we still technically I wish it was a quest item. Yeah, I guess we're gonna take it on our journey. Hopefully there's a follow-up to this, because we're going to the sacred city of Tallinn, which is the land of the dragons. Wait, is it in Bibu's teeth? No way. Shut the fuck up. Wait a minute. I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Bibu and Aguara are gonna be homies. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is so awesome. Wow. Bibu, you got another friend. I hope it hatches someday now. We're rounding out these little adventures. That is so cool. I was not expecting it to be here. This is so sick. I love this to bits. Yeah, I wonder what new area, like the 5.3 area, I assume are also gonna have Sarian interaction. So I really hope that they follow up on some extra bits added, especially because the Volcano of Talon is the conclusion of our journey, so I don't really know what's going to happen with Bibu. Like, in the end, is he going to have this abode? Is he going to stay in the sacred city? I hope to God nothing bad happens to him. Like, I don't want him to sacrifice. I don't want there to be any type of negative outcome for him at all, because we are the chosen of dragons, he and I. So I really hope everything works out for him. And I'm not looking forward to this song, the sad version of it that we heard when we did the Pledge and Forgettance quest. I'm assuming they're going to play that again when the quest is over, which is going to break my heart. All right, we're going to leave him alone now. Gosh, this is so cool. What Sarian do you think Aguara is? If I had to guess, I would say it's a Tapetlosaur from like the encrusted gold that's on it, that's on like the shell, which is kind of like the encrusted gold that's on like the Tapetlosaur's tummies. And the fact that there was a ton of baby Tapetlosaurs in Ochkanatlan. I assume it's a Tapetlosaur. Yeah, that was a nice little treat. I was not expecting that. I love that so much. I'm really glad they did that. Wow, so that's pretty cool. That was awesome. I really, really liked that. That was a nice little follow-up there. So with all that said, now we are going to be traveling to the underground location of where this main world quest is going to be taking place. I'm very excited. I heard that there's a lot of lore tied into this, and I think this is the last kind of cleanup content right now for Ochkanatlan. Every time I finish a world quest before you're the person I think about, like, oh my god, Arnold is gonna love this. You know what's crazy? First off, I really appreciate that sentiment. I really do. A lot of people were saying that after the 5.5 special program, a lot of people were like, oh man, like they have that same reaction. And so, yeah, I really appreciate that. I remember when Ruby was airing, I used to do like Ruby reactions on my other YouTube channel, and like every time there was a Ruby episode that came out, I used to get so many comments from people that were like, honestly, I'm more hyped for Arnold's reaction to the episode than the episode. And I was like, Jesus, that's crazy. But yeah, it's great. It's a nice feeling to like share in the excitement of something with other people. You're one of the very few who actually follows Bibu's lore. Yeah, I know there's a few people, like other streamers or whatever, that aren't caught up with the world quest. And, you know, it is what it is. Like, I personally feel like I would be missing something if I wasn't as thorough with how I play the game. You know, I'm just glad that everything that I've been getting into with Natlan has just been compounded, and like every patch just makes the next one even better once you finish all the content. Like, I'm assuming all the stuff I'm gonna get with this is I'm gonna be glad that I did it before this next area came out. I know it's taken me a bit of time, but it was the Moon Sisters that I got a lot of messages like that, because my reaction wasn't out the night of, and there were so many people that were like, Arnold, I need to see your reaction. I need to know what you think about this Moon Sister web event. This is crazy. And yeah, it was that video. It was like that weekend, like Twitter was blowing, my Twitter was blowing up because I didn't upload for a couple of days. I mean, I appreciate you guys as well for that too. Like, playing Genshin, I don't really have a lot of people IRL that I get to like vibe out and get hyped with Genshin about. Like, I more so have like my Discord community and, you know, people that watch me on YouTube and Twitch mostly to just get hyped up with Genshin, and that I can talk to about, like my peers like Kiryu and Roosevelt and Leah. Yeah, it's just, I'm grateful and thankful to just be able to make everyone else's experience a little bit better. So there's two entrances to get in here. I'm gonna defeat these guys so I can get the chest, and then I'm gonna work my way. I think I can go above ground here and underground. So I'm so sorry, Hilly Churls.
Not too far now.
Rise with the sun.
My bad. No sevens. Oh, what the hell? Whoa, wait a minute. Barely legible bulletin. By order of the Guardian of the Sacred Flame. Holy shit, chat. We're already starting? By the order of the Guardian of the Sacred Flame, Yahao Ka'ak. Hold on, what the hell? All right, guys, it's already starting. I'm writing shit down. Give me a second. By the order of the Guardian of the Sacred Flame, Yahao Ka'ak, and the most benevolent and glorious Holy Sovereign, Tasakun, His Majesty Ochkan labor is now being recruited from all tribes for the construction of water conservation infrastructure. No fixed quotas, with all being based on voluntary participation. Building the alliance, ellipsis. We hope all tribes will actively respond. Interesting. Barely legible bulletin. Okay, that's was not expecting that. I didn't even know that was there. I literally was just trying to pick up my mats. All right, so I was told that I can fall down here, but there's also another way to get through. Hold on. Wow, it's really cool down here. Paimon didn't think that there would be space down here either. I just got to look around a little bit. I have not been in this area yet. Oh yeah, look at this dragon statues around here. Yo, so much for that water infrastructure, am I right? Whoa. Okay, y'all weren't fucking around. This is the underground quest. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. We have another ancient bulletin. By order of the guardian of the sacred flame and the most benevolent, glorious, holy sovereign, His Majesty Ochkan, the cursed land is hereby sealed off, effective immediately. All members of the alliance are strictly prohibited from entering. Those who enter without authorization will be officially recognized as enemies of the alliance. This is a joint declaration of Ellipsis, Nanatsnakayan, Metzli, Huitzlan, and Titiakan. All right, so basically all of the other tribes. Okay, so are we getting into like, you know how they said Ochkan built his city on top of the dragon infrastructure? I'm assuming like the further down we go, the further we're gonna get into like what the dragons had ownership of. How deep does this place go? What sort of person would dig all the way down here? A Mad King Paimon. That's who. Okay, so there's a bit of puzzles over here. Another bulletin. Bro, they're just giving me all this lore right now. That's crazy. Compatriots, family, brothers and sisters who have dedicated themselves to the Alliance's inexorable triumph. The most benevolent has allocated a batch of new mechanisms from Ellipsis to support transportation and underwater salvage. A batch of new mechanisms, you say? I wonder where they got that from. Forward, move forward at all costs for the glorious future of the Alliance, for our freedom and glory, for a homeland free from the evil dragon's oppression. Without permission, Ellipsis, it is forbidden to operate the control lever. Accidental falls have already caused the death of 3 workers. Jesus. All right, so motherfuckers were working fast. They were like, get your stuff. I love how they were like, hey, we got a bunch of volunteers and now you gotta work double time. Oh my God, there's so much lore over here. And we're going further down. Jesus. Ancient bulletin. Glory forever unto the guardian of the sacred flame, the great peacemaker, the most benevolent, holy sovereign Ochkan. Okay, so I guess these are all just different titles, right? Katal Tazij. Yo, who's glazing right now? Did Ochkan also have a #1 glazer? This is crazy. So we have guardian of the sacred flame, holy sovereign, his majesty, and great peacemaker. Jesus Christ, what isn't this man? Given the slow overall progress of the drainage system in this area, minor adjustments are being made to the rotation system to ensure the Alliance's inexorable triumph. Workers will be divided into 3 teams, each team working 16 hours. Yo, he's working these people like slaves. Jesus. Rotating every 2 days. Teams with exceptional performance will receive additional grain provisions. The triumphant victory of draining the accumulated water is close at hand. Once the ditches are complete, the water pump can operate normally. Push a little harder. Wait, what the hell are they draining water for? When you're awake, your ass is working. Jesus Christ. They were working hard. They were like, bro, we need to yoink this dragon tech for ourselves. I like how it was like little steps to get me all the way down here. I didn't just have to plunge straight down. All right, what the heck is down here, gamers? Bro, I was about to say, I'm so far down, I might as well be in the abyss, and lo and behold, they're already here. They were waiting for me, guys. They already knew.
Light of the blazing
Let's go! Sweet. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, there it is! My last Hydroculus. I'm sorry, my last Pyroculus. Guys, that's my last Pyroculus that I need for before 5.5. Let's go. Oh, Bibu's here. Yo, what's he doing here? Oh my God. I did not know he'd be here. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to explore this upper area. I did not know he was coming along for the journey.
Is this an answer from this world?
All right, we got some more lore over here. Yep. Artisan's Memo, #1. There's a small trail behind a stone wall on the north that leads to the top of the waterfall. It can be used as a storage area. I left a few marks just in case I forgot the way later. Sayani's injuries took a turn for the worse. The humidity's to blame. I told her to rest, but she laughed it off, saying it would slow the squad down, resulting in everyone missing out on extra provisions. Once night falls, I'll sneak up to her with a torch to cauterize her wound while the others aren't watching, or her limb will rot too. Jesus. Damn, she's like, oh man, I'm literally dying, but I don't want to make things worse for y'all, so just let me suffer in silence. Oh, Ochkan, I know you came around at the end, my boy, but you done fucked up. You done goofed if this is how these people were living. Yo, who's Who's the collector of the acorns? Jeez, or the pine cones, rather. My God. All right, Artisan's Memo 2. Fuck. That first line. Holy shit. Well, that sucks. Also, 7 pages. Jesus Christ. Sayani died. Maybe today, maybe yesterday. I'm not sure. In this dim light, it's hard to tell the living from the dead. People are lying all over the place, splayed out on the ground like alpacas in their pen, and there's a foul stench in the air. No one had the strength to bury her, so we just threw her into a ditch. They're all cursing and swearing, but who exactly should they direct their hatred at? Even they can't say. Just like they said, everyone's working for themselves and their brothers and sisters in the Alliance, not for the evil dragons that once enslaved us. But it's not like they can curse themselves. Just have to do it. If we can't finish digging this ditch in the next 5 days, we'll lose our rations, and then we'll all die, just like the ones who were in charge of the pumps. What even lies down there under the water? Who knows? Whatever it is, it isn't going to save us. Yeah, these people were going through it, bro. This is crazy. Evacuation of the ditch and drainage wells is finally complete. 23 of us came here. Now, only 15 remain. As long as the pumps are started, it'll all have been worth it. Those who have given their all for the Alliance will be remembered as its heroes. Every one of us will become in a pub, an Ixquia even, a Upunki. At least so they tell us. May the curse of Ellipsis descend upon the bloodline of the usurper Ochkan. May his people end up being buried in desecrated wasteland. May his grain rot like untreated corpses, that it releases a stench that in ever-flowing water may not cleanse. Ochkan's biggest hater wrote this part. May his name be burned in the fire 5 times first, then 5 more times. This curse was inscribed by the craftsman Manku from Ellipsis. May it not fade even after 19,400 cycles have passed. Jesus. He dispatched us, Ellipsis, then sealed off Ellipsis, intending for all the laborers who knew of the secret of the intending to have all of the laborers who knew of the secrets of the secret source automatons to be buried alive in order to conceal the path to Ellipsis. Praise be to Ellipsis, for I did not die among the unholy flames. The long list that follows has been deliberately erased and it cannot be read. Did Ochkan literally have these motherfuckers working on like this area of like the dragon civilization? And because they knew what they were seeing, he was like, okay, thanks for doing all that work for me, but now that you know what's down here, I have to kill you to keep the secret safe and hidden from anyone else knowing. This is the 5th time I have awoken since arriving here. After applying Ellipsis, my burns have almost all healed, and the risk of infection is now negligible. I would hazard that I will be able to walk normally again after sleeping twice more at most. I did not know whether I should record all that I have seen, for neither words nor logic can explain the things I have experienced. Yet, unless there is a way to erase these memories, I do not have it in me to suppress the urge to write it all down. As I record it here, I pray to Ellipsis that no one will ever read this. Back when it happened, beneath that giant, grotesque statue, I met a young woman within Ochkan's fire. Slowly and calmly, she walked towards me, as if the fire were nothing more than a gentle spring breeze. Her face, I have never seen anything like it. Even the purest of crystals could not be fashioned into the likeness of such skin, nor could the purest of turquoise be carved into such eyes. Yet, for reasons I cannot explain, that face, which should have been the very picture of beauty, was so nauseatingly repulsive. I did not know who nor even what she was. I opened my mouth and wanted to beg her to save me, yet my lips had been burned beyond all recognition, and I cannot utter even a single word. What the hell? A woman in the fire? She smiled, a smile laced with a cruel and arrogant malice. She held my face to her hand, and from those turquoise eyes, golden tears fell into mine. Oh my God, this is the... Wait, is this the craftsman? The golden tear falling into mine? The visions from the Unfinished Reverie set. Oh my god, that's so cool. So this is his past. We never really knew all the stuff he got into. The masterful craftsman from the Unfinished Reverie. Okay, interesting. She held my face to her hand, and then those turquoise, is this a dragon? A dragon lady? From those turquoise eyes, golden tears fell into mine, and then I saw it. A colossal creation, far larger than the rolling mountains, shining with a brilliance more dazzling than obsidian, floating in the sky like a volcanic cloud. Yeah, this kind of sounds like it's a turquoise dragon woman who cried a golden, golden inscription, a golden tear into his eyes, and then showed him her world. Around it circled countless giant metal birds, greedily sucking at the dark blood. I saw shadows driven by flowing flames, climbing high from distant horizons to the moon up in the sky, from which tremors and sighs were sent out unimaginable distances via a single string woven from gold and white copper. She sneered by my ears, as if all humanity had achieved up to this point was nothing more than child's play. As utterly inconsequential as the doing of ants, the beings capable only of crawling around beneath the heavens, trembling away while seeking their inglorious graves. And what they fought, what they were pitted against, was an inveterate foe as formidable as an entire world. Holy shit. Though those turquoise eyes, those pupils whose beauty was almost terrifying, I saw naught but endless, unfathomable darkness and void. A space that no language can describe, unlike anything I have ever seen in the brief few decades of my transient life. This is so profound. Holy shit. So it was that I began to scream, stumbling as I crawled along that path. But even my blood-curdled screams were drowned out by her laughter and dissipated without a trace. When I next woke, I was lying here alone. I did not dare look back, lest those profane, forbidden things, those things that no person should ever know, might catch and tear me to pieces. The others must have all died, perishing in the flames of Ochkan's fire. Perhaps those were not her tears. Perhaps they were simply drops of water that fell from that giant, grotesque stone statue behind her. Yeah, because in the Unfinished Reverie, it said that a stone statue cried a golden tear that fell into the craftsman's eye, and then he saw all of these visions. Is that statue here? Perhaps there was nothing in the fire, and that woman was just an illusion of my delirium, something I imagined as I stood at the precipice of death. But now none of that matters, for I am still alive, and that is all that counts. Ochkan thinks that the secret passage of the ineffable city is now unbeknownst to all but him. Holy fuck, he's like, but I know, and I'm gonna go back to the Scarlet-Eyed Youth and Sakuk and Atahualpa and Huascar and Yupanqui, and I'm gonna tell them, and we're gonna form this alliance, and we're gonna try to usurp him. That's so freaking cool. Ochkan thinks that the secret passage of the ineffable city is now unbeknownst to all but him, and that his reign will last for 1,000 years. But he done goofed. He is mistaken, for at most, it will last 1,000 weeks. My burns have now completely healed. It's high time I get going. To where? I do not know. Today, even the Flower Feather clan cannot guarantee safety. Their first speaker's successor is loyal to Ochkan, or perhaps I could seek the protection of Yupanqui. As ever, the old general leads a solitary life, forgets informants, he keeps not a single servant around him. As long as he remains interested in the underground road network crafted by the ancient dragon rites, I can be sure that he will keep my secret from Ochkan. Regardless, let the name of Manku the craftsman be forgotten, along with these accursed ruins. Wow. They finally gave us the backstory of the skilled craftsman after all this time. And it was the skilled craftsman who was the key to stopping Ochkan. What a freaking essay, bro. That was so cool. Yeah, he was really the only one that we didn't really get much info on, other than the fact that he's the one that kind of knew the way in and out of Ochkanatlan, and he's the one that kind of gave them their way in. That is so sick. Yeah, he's the hero that stopped Ochkan. Wow, that's so cool. I'm really glad that I was able to read that. And with that, gamers, my final Oculus as a reward. We now have all Oculus prior to 5.5. We're goated. See, here's the thing now. I'm gonna keep it a buck, chat, right? This is all kind of making everything that I thought of like, so initially I was like, fuck Ochkan. And then I did the quest with Bona in Coco Week, and I'm like, okay, Ochkan kind of low-key redeemed himself. Now I'm reading all of this stuff again, and I'm low-key kind of like, nah, fuck Ochkan. Bro, you did so much fucked up shit. This is kind of wild. Like, they're reminding me of how bad he was, and they're like, no, 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 no. Don't let Coco misguide you, okay? Bro was actually a scum of the earth piece of shit. I like Coco. I'm not fucking with Ochkan, okay? Chosen of? No, but wait, what? Is that the sage? Hold on. Oh my God, am I... Whoa, old core of Ixlel. Oh shit, this is the dragon city. Oh my God, this is the original power of Ochkanatlan before Ochkan made his own core of Ixlel and replaced it. Ye honored, pay respects. Holy fuck, is the dragon lady here? All the water's here. Hold on, give me a second. Also, we just got the name card. Let's fucking go, we're gamers. Ochkanatlan, we finally completed it. Fleeting dream. Before one could become a sage among dragons or a king among men, the ploy of one's ambition would have long since turned to naught but dreams. Yet to be incomplete is good, superior in fact to perfection. Holy moly, goated. Nice, nice, nice. Also, let me just double check. I'm at 99% for Ochkanatlan. Oh, look at this area where the ancient race of Yor ruled. So this is the dragon. This is like a capital city of the dragons before Ochkan like built the city on top of it. Holy shit. Yep, there it is. The dragon statues and everything. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna need this. There's a lot of water over here. Geronimo! Bro, there's a fuck ton of water. Holy shit. Oh my God, this is so exciting, gamers. So I'm assuming that that statue they were talking about might be down here. And was Ochkan trying to flood this place so no one could get to it? That's why he was like redirecting all the water here, right? Because this is like the waterfall and everything. This place is flooded. He was like, cover it up. I don't want anyone to know, so only I know. Even though I'm half dragon, I hate my own kind. Holy shit. All right, let's head to the other side. Oh, this is so exciting. And we're getting the volcano of Talon right after this. So I feel so spoiled right now. I'm like, oh, I'm doing all of this and then I get more immediately after. All right.
Burn it down.
Time to say hello.
Everybody stand. Pyroclastic surge.
Nice. Okay. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. Will this give me the 100?
I'll keep this close.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Natlan has been fully 100% completed. 5.5 is not ready for your boy. We have Ochkanatlan, the 5.2 area, the 5.0 area. Everything is done. Thank God. Oh, there's another one of these. Oh. Press X to doubt. All right, hold on. What do I do over here? Hello? Back door? Oh, that was easy.
A reward on the road.
Hello? Was that supposed to happen? Yeah, I think someone definitely fumbled that, I'll tell you. All right, we got that. Oh, we got more lore over here. Nice. Oh, nameless artisan's memo. Oh my God. Bro, they're gonna kill me. Oh my God. So much. Holy shit. You guys weren't kidding. My goodness. All right, let's get it. Nameless artisan's memo. The deeper we dug, the stronger the indescribable, nauseating stench became. Perhaps it was due to the pervasive dampness and fungi, or those pale molds and indescribable, strange mineral deposits that seemed to emit a toxic odor. But that was not the only source of unease here. I love how I'm just getting this phlogiston constantly as I'm trying to read. To begin with, Ellipsis felt that there was something unlucky about this place, but even she did not offer up any explanation, even more far-fetched than that at the time. But as the work progressed, a craftsman from Ellipsis suddenly lost his wits, screaming, laughing, crying, and all while babbling incoherently about how he had seen an almost impossibly large, hideous, and swollen black silhouette in the watery depths. Oh, you probably know what it is. He probably deciphered like the golden inscriptions that were meant for like dragons. It's almost kind of like forbidden knowledge, like the dragon version of forbidden knowledge. He wasn't able to decipher it because he's not a dragon, and so that's why he kind of like was going crazy. But I assume Ochkan could have deciphered it because he was half dragon. Bibu can probably decipher it. We can decipher it because we're chosen of dragons, even though we're not dragons, allegedly. And so I think that's why it messed with his mind. All right, the large, hideous, black, swollen silhouette in the watery depths, and that how it had shrieked a terrifying propane song commanding him to kneel before the master. The supervisor took him away, but a sense of unease had begun to spread among the workers. The surging foam and swirling of the foul water could be explained as regular elemental phenomena, but those intermittent sounds and whispers, even I could not find any reasonable explanation for those. From behind all ancient walls, or perhaps from beneath them, though I could not say for sure, I could hear a sound, unmistakably clear yet at the same time faint, fertile, and muffled, as if something was scurrying through the walls. The laborers whispered among themselves, trembling at an incoherent, almost crazed terror as they mumbled obscenely at the unimaginable, profane curse that lured beneath the water's depths. What we had been doing, they said, had awakened it from countless eons of slumber. No one would leave this ruin alive, and even if they did, they could never tell anyone about it, for listeners would just dismiss such claims as the rambling of lunatics. Okay. Did they awaken like a dragon spirit down here? I could not find a rational explanation for such loathsome, frightful terror, for by all accounts, those damp, fungus-covered walls had supported the vaulted ceilings that would have been buried from solid rock, and the echoes they produced when tapped confirmed this. Yet those terrifying, rustling sounds continued to reverberate through the dead of night, jarring me into the confusion of half-wakefulness from what was uneasy sleep to begin with. Our supervisor reassured us that she herself could not hear anything unusual, attributing our hallucinations to lack of sleep. She even applied for extra grain rations for us out of sympathy for our plight. Yet the fear that had spread amongst the laborers was so intense that... Ellipsis. The long segment that follows has been deliberately erased and cannot be read. What the fuck were they hearing? It sounds like they were hearing the abyss, or maybe the calling of the dragons or something. Like, I feel like the abyssal, like if you're incompatible with the inscriptions, you would probably go crazy to the same degree as if you were to comprehend forbidden knowledge. Like, you aren't able to comprehend that. So I wonder if like the dragon secret, like the dragon inscriptions just caused them to go crazy and hear whispers that... What is that? Pick up. Wait, what the hell? What is this? Strange mechanism component. A peculiarly shaped mechanism component. It seems to be rotating to match the shape of the holes of some ruined control mechanism. Damn, a tutorial this deep into the game? Or this deep into Ochkanatlan? All right, we have another bulletin over here. May glory eternal be, ellipsis, peacemaker, ellipsis. Okay, so there's still a glazer among us, still worshiping Ochkan's name despite all of this crazy shit happening. Artisans. The artisans and those responsible for the construction of the water pump deliberately slowed down, causing delay. The benevolent ellipsis imposed no punishment, only suspended rations for 3 weeks. How is that no imposed punishment? That is a punishment. No food for 3 weeks? You're practically gonna die. The stone key that activated the water pump mechanism is kept at ellipsis. No one is allowed to use it without permission until other artisans are assigned. Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially an artisan. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait, let's talk this out.
Wait! Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
I got this.
Everybody stand! Light of the blazing sun!
Woohoo! We did
Full
it.
throttle!
All right, Bibu, help us out. I'm locked in here, by the way. Oh, hold on. Oh, look at that. We're not stuck anymore, gamers. All right, oh, there it is. Okay, we have to put that mechanism in here into this dragon statue looking thing. This looks cool as hell. All right, gamers, wish me luck. Insert the key. Oh, we have to rotate. Really? Oh my gosh, guys, that was so hard. Open your heart to me. Oh! Oh, we are draining the water. Oh, shit! That's a dragon statue! Gamers! Is that the dragon lady? Pause?
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh, the water's lowered. Oh my god. Chat, are we about to meet one of the dragons from the past? Bro, look at that. Oh yeah, what was that quest, by the way? Open your heart to me. At Ochkanatlan, you discover the underground structure so deep that it seems bottomless. Oh, this is a completely different area. Oh, there's a hole down there. Okay, I see right there. There's an entrance. Okay, interesting. All right, so we have to fully drain this for the... What a strange statue. It looks like a dragon. Beetle, this is like your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. Okay, we have to... I guess we have to find all the ways of draining the water. This is so cool. Pick up? Oh shit, jade stone. Let's take it with us, Murderofbirds. Never know when it'll turn out to be a valuable treasure. Whoa, we got a quest item too. All right, so what was that? We got like a piece of some... Oh, we still have the flint key. Okay. Ancient jade stone fragment. Are these its eyes? Because they said that one dragon or that one like lady in the fire had turquoise eyes. A strange fragment picked up in the ancient ruins of Natlan. The exact material that it is made of is hard to determine. For some reason, it is warm to the touch. Interesting, gamers. Insane dragon lore right now. I'm so glad the volcano of Talon is next patch. All right, how much more of the water? Oh, wow. Didn't expect the statue to be this huge. Who carved this thing? Oh, noble one, chosen of dragons, step forward. Wait, what is happening right now? Are we actually talking to a dragon? Oh my god, this is insane. She said step forward. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Let me get this off your chest. Nope, no pun intended. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god. Are we actually gonna talk to one of the dragons of the past? Yeah, this is a great quest, by the way. I really like this. Bibu, this is what you're gonna be like when you get older. You're gonna be goated. I mean, you're already goated, but let's go. All right, guess we just need to insert the key in the statue just like before. Oh, what's this POV? What the hell's looking up at us or looking down on us from above? Anyways, don't you think it's super quiet here? No strange mechanical monsters around the statue and stuff? This place is so different from the other parts of Ochkanatlan. Oh, and I'm dead. Oh shit. Abyssal monster, why did you just pop out all of a sudden? Dude, that POV looked crazy.
Not too far now.
I'm going in!
Back up!
Burn it down! Yeah, light of the blazing sun!
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy. Better luck next time, nerd. Oh, here we go. The water's emptied. Oh my god, we're gonna have an audience with a dragon of the past. And I assume she's sealed in that stone? Oh, noble one, chosen of dragons, step forward and hear my word. I can only imagine what she's going to say or what she's going to talk about, given that we're the chosen of dragons. We're going to their capital city next patch. Like, I can't imagine. I have no idea what we're going to get into. Holy moly. We have an audience with a dragon. Oh, look at this area. What does this door lead to? This is like another... Oh, is this how she's like, all right, now get the hell out of here. This is her entrance, the entrance and the exit. Okay, let me just talk with her first. And oh, another fragment. How many of these do I have? I have like 3 of these now. Yeah, I have 3. Investigate the source of the sound. Oh my god. Oh my God, Bibu, say hi to your grandma. Holy shit. The sovereign ruler of the land of seven flames, Chichen Uktaka, extends salutations unto you, chosen one. May your path be one paved with flowers that shall never wither. That voice sounds like it came from that big statue. Who are you? What the fuck name is that? What? Oh, Chad, I'm cooked. I can't pronounce that. Oh my God. What? Type L, self-regulating overseer array integrated processing unit. Yeah, I'm cooked, guys. What the fuck do I call this character? Is this a computer? Is this an AI? What the hell? Dragonlord Ixlel is my name. Aforetime the ruler of Chichen Uktaka. Oh, is Chichen Uktaka like what the place was called before Ochkanatlan? It's one of their territories, I assume. So was she like the original core of Chaulo? Yeah, thank you, Paimon. Thank you. I'm not alone. Oh my God. I can't pronounce her name. Are you kidding me? Paimon, give me a nickname, quick. I'm struggling. What's your name now? Sure, that's something you call yourself and it's not some crazy spell. Whatever. Okay, thank God. Paimon's gonna call you Ixlel. That'll do. Not like she'll remember the rest anyway. Okay. According to the sacred destined path. Kahula how? Wait a minute. According to the sacred destined path hath ye and those with ye. No, wait. What did you name me? You white round elemental floating object. Hopefully it's not the third day of the month. What the heck? An elemental floating object? Guys, we learned that the elemental energy was created by the primordial one. Hold on. Why did you call her an object and not like a creature? And who are you calling a white round elemental floating object? Paimon's the name. This is Murderofbirds. And yeah, Paimon, I think she just like called you out in 4K. You are an elemental creature. Therefore, you were created by the heavenly principles because elemental energy was created by the heavenly principles from using phlogiston. You're looking susser by the second. And then there's Bibu, your grandchild, by the way. And this is Bibu. Also, you're the one who called yourself whatchamacallit again, lol. Or whatever, didn't you? Jesus, the disrespect is crazy. This is a dragon, Paimon. Show some respect. Such impertinence. This sacred name comes from the most glorious of rulers. How dare this white, round, elemental floating object speak thus and vastly overstep its station? Oh yeah, X is pronounced SH. Okay, so it's Ixlel. Noble Murderofbirds, forget my blunt speech. But surely you grant your my servant, you grant your servant gross latitude that it should address a sovereign ruler thusly. Well said. Now then, Mini Pie, I must have word with thee. Chat, I'm gonna say what I said on twitter.com when the moon event came out. Paimon has a nickname, Mini Pie. Mini Pie reminds me of Moon Pie, which is a dish that one of the Mondstadt NPCs talks about. And Moon Pie reminds me of Moon City, which is what Mondstadt is literally translated to, which connects to Venti, who is the Archon of the Moon City. And therefore, Venti is responsible for... I need answers, Venti. Venti is the answer, okay? Yeah, Moon Pie, that's what I'll make tonight from Donna, the NPC. Mini Pie, we have to have a chat. Hey, who's Mini Pie, huh? Don't get ahead of yourself over some flattery, you hear? Damn, Paimon's like, remember who's the end game boss here. God, this area is sick. In any case, do accept my apologies, noble Murderofbirds. You have sojourned far to reach this place, and yet this all too humiliating form is all I can display before you. Oh my God, look at this shit. This looks so cool. Did this despicable statue not entrap you, I would surely have presented myself to you in a more elegant fashion. Thus it be in a Dragonlord's form or a mortal's guise. So she must have been that turquoise-eyed woman. Wait. So you're stuck in there? Oh God, another one. And you have reason to think otherwise? Think me a mere talking statue, do you? But this is the sort of place where a mere talking statue wouldn't be out of place, don't you think? You insolent creature. I am the sovereign ruler of Chichen Uktaka, a great and glorious Dragonlord. You dare? You dare? Paimon, you dare? That's crazy. Okay, so I'm assuming Chichen Uktaka was the city of the dragons that this Dragonlord oversaw before Ochkan and Xbalanque took over. And she is a Dragonlord, just like the almighty Dragonlord Kahulahau. Damn, they got so fucked over, bro. Look at what they've become. A stone statue and a talking JPEG. They have been like humiliated and like stripped of their majestic forms. If not for that most despised of betrayals, I would never have been trapped in this crude carving. I assume Ochkan had something to do with this. But anyways, noble murder of birds, let me cut this long story short. I am in need of your aid. For what matter? My heart was once ripped apart through betrayal before being hidden in various devices. I would ask you to seek those shards for me. Once that is done, cut my chest open as you would peel grain fruit leaves and dig my heart out. Wow. It's kind of like Ochkan. Like, if she was the... I assume she was used, her heart was used as the original core of Ch'ulo. And so she originally powered the city. And then when Ochkan took over, he was like, I need to have full control. So he used his heart in place of hers and then just basically threw her to the wayside. And that's why this place is called the old core of Ch'ulo. Wait a minute. You just said something super scary so casually. Scary? You mean the grain fruit? How chicken-hearted are you, elemental floating object? What are you talking about? Who'd be afraid of grain fruit anyway? Paimon's talking about that last part with the whole dig out your heart thing. Yeah, I assume they've just been trapped here forever. So they're like, can you just spare me? Like, can you just like put me out of my misery? I love these shots, man. I'm taking so many pictures. I don't even care. Is it not a most pedestrian thing than grain fruit? Ah, noble murder of birds. Do you not have your servants tend to you as you partake in sacrifices? Why do you want your heart to be dug out? For you are the noble one, the chosen of dragons. Apart from our lost colleague... Kahulahau! Apart from our lost colleagues in rulership, you alone have the right to give unto me release befitting of my rank. Bro, he wasn't lying. He was an almighty Dragonlord after all. He's just a talking JPEG now. Wow, that is so cool. Yo, you know what? We gotta put respect on his name now. Bro, we need a flashback of what Kahulahau looked like and all of these dragons in the past looked like. I said it at the start of the stream, just like how I wanted like an Ark Conquest of like what Conril looked like before it fell. I want the dragon civilization, what it looked like before it fell, like in its prime. I definitely want that now more than ever. If you are familiar with the ancient ways, O noble murder of birds, surely you must know that my heart, clustered storage array, created as it was in great antiquity, holds all the memories that were once mine. The traitor, may his name be cast into the everlasting flames to burn for 13,000 years, stole my authority, using memories to entrap me here. Yeah, I think that was Ochkan. What? Can memories be used to restrain dragons? So ignorant are you that it is quite adorable, elemental floating object. Had my authority not been lost, I might yet have taken you in as a pet. Oh, this is so cool, man. For mayfly races, memories are naturally as sweet and lovely as quinapa berries, but for long-lived species, memories are wrought with curses and shackles. Whatever the case may be, it was this means by which that wretched renegade forced me to sing for his empire and for his delusions, for he did not know how to operate this city. His pitiful empire and his laughable delusions were both reduced to ash, yet here I am still, imprisoned in this miserable effigy. My life's thread is all but spun out, and even were it not so, my consciousness shall also be utterly depleted in 30 winters. My dignity permits me not to die enslaved or confined. Therefore, noble murder of birds, I beg of you, grant me release. They're like, hey, either you take me out or I'm gonna die in another 30 years. I cannot destroy myself, but shall you retrieve those fragments, I can pour what remains of my life energy into them, restoring my broken heart in its original state. Oh my God, this is a beautiful shot right here. I really like this. This is the step of self-protection, but only by this may I not violate the destined Kahul sacred law. After that, dig my heart out. It is this heart that binds me, that enslaves me, that has tormented me endlessly for all these millennia. All right. I gotta do you a solid, unfortunately. It is the true heart of a Dragonlord, before which all of humanity's gems shall shy away in shame, and it shall be your reward. What say you? Wait, she gonna give me her heart? I'm gonna have the heart of a dragon in my inventory? That's crazy. What? Huh? Wait. When you say heart, you mean you show Ixlel the peculiar fragments you found. Yep. These are... Yes, those are the what? Do I have all of them? I have 3. To think that you already... Wow, damn, I already did it? Jesus, I'm a gamer. To think that you already collected all these fragments. Now then, noble murder of birds, please dig my heart out and let me perish at your hand. Rejoice also, white round elemental floating object, for I shall bestow upon you too the honor of witnessing the passing of Chichen Uktaka's ruler. What? Don't be so excited about that stuff, would ya? Anyways, we just need to put those components in first, right? Indeed. Come now, I shall open my heart to you. Take it out, and this task shall be done. Insert the fragments. Holy shit. 3 fragments. Here we go. I can't believe this, bro. We're actually interacting with one of the dragon lords from the dragon civilization from thousands of years ago, prior to freaking Fanus's rule. That is crazy. And now we're going to their civilization, their capital city. So these are probably like minor cities, right? City civilizations within that land. Chichen Uktaka is one of them. But then the capital city of Tallinn is where that's like their capital city, where like most of them thrived at, I assume, like their important city. Here we go. Whoa, holy shit. Oh my god, that looks so sick. Free Ixlel from her binding. Ochkan, you despicable beast. Apologies, Murderofbirds. Please help me one last time in cutting these chains that bind my consciousness. Yeah, she's like, if I'm going down, I'm gonna curse Ochkan. Wow, so she's been chained. Holy shit. Okay, so there we go. That's the chain of the first floor severed. Oh, whoa. Oh, tides that bind the Harkin. Here now, topple those long destroyed walls for the sake of the puny humans and for that honor also. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta move. This thing is trying to destroy me. 2 down. Let's keep it moving. 3. 1 last floor left. It seems crude, but it's also because they're old. Murder of birds, please be wary from what I know of the traitor such... Uh-oh. The text is going by way too quick. I'm a little annoyed. Holy moly. Okay, I gotta be a platform gamer now. Oh my god. What do those secret source platforms come from this time? Oh, what the hell? Bullet hell? What the heck? Nani? Evade the secret source sentinel attacks. Oh my god, the music just got pretty intense. Oh! Back up! Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta be careful. Holy shit, how long does this last for? Am I supposed to... I understand, since those are parasites upon which my people and life, I need to... Oh, hold on a second. I need to accelerate. Okay, there we go. Why can't I jump anymore? Oh, I did not know. I'll be honest, chat. I did not know you needed phlogiston to jump with these Sarians. That's a little weird. All right. And this is it, gamers. Ixlel, you are an absolute badass. And I hope I get to see you in your prime someday. Next murder of birds, you need only take my heart. Thank you for granting me. Ixlel, you there? I really hope we learn more about these dragon lords at the volcano at the sacred city of Tallinn. God, I can't wait. This actually hyped me up so much more now because I didn't know about this quest until now. The will imprisoned within the statue has dissipated. Silence alone answers you. Holy shit. Oh my god, we got her heart. Okay, that heart has to be relevant when we go to the sacred city. Wait. Oh my god, this is so freaking hype. You know what I just remembered? In the 5.5 trailer, Kachina was like, is there really an evil inside of the sacred flame crystals? And then I just see here, sealed flame crystals. And I was like, wait a minute, is this from that? Like, what the hell? A crystal used to seal the power of the ancient ruins. It can be broken via ramming or attacking. After being broken, it seems to be able to unleash the power of a certain place. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna see more of those flame crystals in 5.5. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Devoted to eternal serenity. Obtain a jade-like mechanical heart from a ruler of yore. Good shit. God, what a freaking quest. This was so epic. I really hope this heart comes into play when we go to the wow. Perfect heart of a sacred dragon. A flawless piece of jade. Before the fires of human civilization had ever been kindled, it was a heart of Dragonlord Ixlel, ruler of Chichen Oktaka. It once held the authority to command all devices within Ochkanatlan, ineffable city, yet can no longer be used due to its energy having been completely exhausted. Yeah, and then Ochkan just replaced it. Just as with the half-humans who pursued it so relentlessly, the Dragonlord's request for perfection was ultimately in vain, leading to naught but an end that was as cold and lifeless as jade. Wow. Did that door, oh yeah, this door right here just opened up for me too. This has me so excited for this capital city in the volcano when we get there. I'm so excited to see what more we learn. Okay, so this room I have not been, oh yeah, this room I have not been in yet. Let's see, viewpoint. Old core of Ch'ulu. Oh my god, that's so cool. It's the shot of the dragon. Also, it's kind of hilarious that I'm here with Zhongli, Mr. Sussy Dragon Man with his sussy dragon tail right now with the envisaged echo. All right, also, I do want to look at the archive. I haven't looked at many of the viewpoint archives lately. Let me see. In the deep ruins of the city now regarded as the City of Ruins, an ancient race forged in bodiless wisdom using golden designs and commands and stored it in stone statues to control the mechanisms of the entire city. That is crazy. So Ochkan sealed this dragon in the statue and then siphoned her heart as the core of Ch'ulu, and then I assume as like realizing, I think you actually need to be a dragon in order to control the city because it originally belonged to a dragon, and because he was half dragon, he turned his heart into the next power source so then he could have full control, and then he just left her to rot down here. That's crazy. Yeah, Ochkan, fuck Ochkan. I like Coco. All right, Coco Week is okay in my book. Fuck Ochkan. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, and there's a bunch of, oh, there's lore reading in here too. I see some shimmers. Holy Sovereign's Notes 5. Holy Sovereign's Notes 6. Holy Sovereign's Notes 2, 3. Wait, where's number? Oh, is one on the? Oh, one's right here. Holy shit. Big lore. All right, gamers, let's get into the Holy Sovereign's Notes. Good lord. The Quatli scouts that were dispatched have returned. According to our preliminary investigations, there are ruins that extend to a considerable depths beneath the city, completely submerged. What if, ellipsis, said is true? Deep within the ruins, there should still be, ellipsis. If Ishquie were still alive, perhaps she could have created something to quickly drain away the water. We must find a way to drain the water away, otherwise we cannot continue. I see. So was this place originally submerged, and then Ochkan was like, I need to get down to that dragon tech, and so find a way to drain the water out, and then he wanted to get down here. That's crazy that originally it was drowned, it was submerged, and then he was like, let me drain it out. And then after he used the dragon, it just flooded again. All right, Holy Sovereign's Notes 2. Holy essaying. Laborers were requisitioned from each tribe, one from every 10 households, in the name of waterwork construction. We did read that earlier. Aside from this first speaker of the Flower Feather clan's refusal to recruit laborers, no other tribes objected. Storming out unauthorized not only constitutes a blatant abuse of power, but demonstrates utter disregard for our oath of alliance. Whatever the cost, the accumulated water must be drained away before winter arrives. According to the supervisor's reports, the laborers were were highly motivated. There have been a few instances of slacking off, but progress has not been affected. Any slacking is a betrayal of the Alliance, and those found guilty must be ellipsis. The total number of people in the city exceeds ellipsis. No potential threat can be ignored. We cannot afford to risk the lives of tens of thousands he saved. If Uneku had not left the Alliance due to ellipsis, and if the Oceanid who once followed him had not gone too, exploring this place would be much easier. Wow, that's interesting. Human laborers are too inefficient and lacking in strength. It is precisely because of this that they are powerless against the transcendent, and that is why all that is beyond human comprehension must be eradicated. The burning sensation that flows beneath my skin still lingers. Blood was let as usual, yet ellipsis has still not been alleviated. While I am still clear-headed, I must return to order ellipsis. Have him reward hardworking laborers with extra grain rations. Yeah, so these are the words. This is Ochkan's records. He was regarded as the guardian of the sacred flame, the holy sovereign, his majesty, the great peacemaker, everything under the sun, apparently. Holy sovereigns, notes 3. Evidently, as mentioned by ellipsis, this statue is a construct from an older era. From its appearance, it seems that the dragon craftsman never managed to complete its lower half. Perhaps they were interrupted by some... They were interrupted by the heavenly principles. I guarantee you, motherfuckers were just chiseling statues in their image, and then they just look up and they see Fanis moving on in from beyond the firmament and like waging war against them. Perhaps they were interrupted by some kind of unexpected emergency. Yeah, tell me about it. The secret source automata has shown no hostility. It may be assumed that there must have been at least one control center. Otherwise, they would not be able to operate independently. With some slight modifications to the phlogiston engravings, we may be able to ellipsis. According to the supervisor, the laborers' spirits remained high. Apparently, they cheered with great fervor during inspections. The report made mention of superstitious rumors, clearly a lack of understanding regarding phlogiston engravings. Dismiss most of the laborers and keep only a small team to avoid the truth getting out to more and more people, I'm sure. All right, so that was 3. All right, this one's 4. Holy Sovereigns, notes 4. Oh, this one's a short one. The secret, necessary sacrifices, anything it takes. Most of the rest of the contents have been burned and is ineligible. Whoa. Well, oh, that the craftsman did say that a lot of people were like burned to death, and like he killed a bunch of people to hide the truth. So I don't know if that's what it's referring to. All right, Holy Sovereigns, notes 5. Okay, here we go. She called me the fated sovereign. Oh my god. She believed in you, Ochkan. You were literally the bridge of both worlds, humanity and dragons, and you fucked it up. You decided to glaze and not listen to your dad. So yeah. She called me the fated sovereign, speaking gently by my bedside, and this so-called glory, the glory of vicious beasts. It was nauseating. Yeah, because he hated himself. Her words were the exact same as those of Shibalanke. Now he You're fucking kidding me, bro. You are literally amongst the rulers of this world, and you're like, her words fall on deaf ears. Now, Shibalanke, that's a man I can get behind. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy. Even now, her words were the exact same as those of ellipsis. Shibalanke, now he was someone who had never appeared in any prophecy. Not even those ignorant savage beasts foresaw his existence. In other words, he was a true human, a sovereign who belonged solely to humanity. Oh my god, the glazing never bro, I need to be better at glazing. Oh captain, my captain, I can do better. I can glaze harder. I need to outglaze this man, and for that reason he alone is the one that shall oh my god, and for that reason he alone is the one that all shall follow. No one but him deserves to be called a god. I love this, bro. It's like me. It's like I'm reacting to myself. This was me during the entire Natlan Archon quest. Every minute, oh, Captain, my Captain. Still rank #1, by the way, of the Fatui Harbingers was on screen. That was me, bro. I was reminding everybody of how goated he was. And I knew it. And he ended off the Archon quest the same way he started it, trying to save humanity. We don't deserve him. All right, let's continue. Without holding anything back, she showed me all there was to know about oh my god, I am so pissed. Without holding anything back, she showed me all there was to know about this ancient empire. That ladder that could climb up to the firmament, those weapons converted from ellipsis, those cannons that could tear blank to pieces, those sisters that fell from the 3 moons, and the research about blank and wishes. Oh my god. So she basically told him the truth of everything, and he said, thanks for the information. Your services are no longer required, and then just said fuck off. Oh my god, that is devious. So she told him everything and he betrayed her. You know what? I kind of see where her pep's coming from now. She's like, fuck humans. We can't trust them. Look what happened to my girl. She's in a statue underwater for thousands of years. Like, give an inch, they take a mile. That's crazy. That is wild. So she told them everything. A ladder that can climb up to the firmament. Weapons converted from, God knows what. Cannons that could tear blank to pieces. The gods, the humans, those that fell from the moon. Bro, they know about the moon sisters too. We still don't know about them. The research about blank and wishes. I want to say dreams and wishes, maybe. Wow. So she basically just told you the truth of Teyvat and everything that we still don't know about. Yeah, one of them could be Huitzilopochtli, which is basically like the fucking reset button that's in the volcano right now. That is crazy. So she told this man everything because she trusted him as the true sovereign, and he was like, bitch, I ain't the one. I hate my kind and myself. I'm gonna glaze Shibalanke, but thanks for this information. I'll make sure no one ever gets it. It sent chills down my spine. We must not give them any chance. Oh, we must not give them any chance to regain their former glory or Okay, he was like, oh, thanks for telling me all your secrets. If you ever come back to power, we're fucked. So I gotta kill you. I gotta take you guys down. Okay, I see. So he did it to protect humanity. We must not give them any chance to regain their former glory, or humanity will be powerless to stand against them. Especially since the heavenly principles have been sleeping for God knows how long, right? Like, they were injured in the war with the Dragon King. So humanity would literally be on their own against the dragons. Efforts to seek reconciliation are futile unless they submit fully to humanity's chains. For otherwise, the memories she possesses, the energies by which the secret source mechanisms may be controlled, can still be harnessed by humans. Whilst ensuring she does not perish before her energy has been fully depleted, we must find a way to completely strip her of her authority. Wow. Ochkan, you had a lot of issues, bro, including daddy issues. You had daddy issues. You had some self-hatred going on there. You know, you rejected your dragon side. You embraced your human side. You disregarded your father. You basically glazed another human. Oh my days. I can't believe that. I feel so bad for Ixlel. I feel so bad for this dragon in particular, right? I'm sure we're gonna find out what happened to all the other ones, especially Dragon King Nibelung after everything he did. But yeah, she got swindled bad by this Ochkan. We must no longer allow the various tribes to overstep their bounds and claim kingship as they did before. There is no benefit to having too many rulers. It will only lead to endless internal strife, just as it did with the barbarians in the northern sea and the desert realms. Damn, yo, shout out to fucking King Deshret. Let there be but one ruler here. One sovereign, one god. Any dispersals of authority is an opportunity for humanity's enemies. Any possibility of revolt must be eliminated. Yeah, so he was like, we gotta make sure there's only one ruler, so dragons never come back and we can't fight amongst ourselves. If the history I read from her memories was true and accurate beyond any shadow of doubt, humanity can surely advance, even where those wicked beasts stumbled and fell. So long as we maintain our caution, this power can smash anything that should dare stand in the way of humanity seizing its own destiny. Before that, all offerings to Ellipsis must be ceased. This is the sole variable involved. The souls of traitors must not be afforded the chance to entice the living. The dead should stay peacefully dead. That way, I shall not put his name to shame. Bro, you will never be Shibalanke, okay? You will never be him, no matter how hard you try. That way, I shall not put his name to shame. Only humans, those he saved, shall become the rulers of all. They will not bow to the night, nor must they submit to the flame. Oh my god. At every turning point, guys, there's always a human at the scene of the crime. This could have been so good. Things could have been so different if humans and dragons just worked together. But alas, one human was a little too... Oh, we have to place the flintlock here, or the key. Oh, I guess we're gonna... Okay, you know what? We're gonna get out of here in style, I guess.
I'll keep this close. God
damn, man. Volcano of Talon. I cannot wait to see what this place offers us, but what amazing lore, brother. I cannot believe this place was phenomenal. So much lore, holy shit. And we still have the volcano to look forward to now in 5.5. But this gave a perfect picture to Ochkanatlan. Its rise, its fall, its origins, even everything that came before it, and a little bit of how the dragons thrived and did things. So this place obviously was led by dragons first. One of the many civilizations and settlements of the dragons before humans took over. God, man, this was so good. Ochkan, fuck off. Fuck Ochkan. I love Kokuik and Bona. They were great. They did nothing wrong. They just try to help. Oh my god, we're straight up leaving this place. You know what? Get me out of here. Bring me back to the surface. This was way too dang. Good lord. Shit, yo, it took me a while. Damn, I went through so much to get here. I didn't realize this was that long. Holy moly. And there you have it, gamers. Yeah, so now we have to just pretend like we didn't just discover the truth of this place. Holy schmoly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final quest of Ochkanatlan. I have finally finished all content prior to version 5.5. We have the Collective of Plenty tribe. We have the battle. It's on fucking sight when I see you, Washaklahun Ubakan. All right, me and my Tepetlisaur 2v1 in the volcano. Okay, 2v1 boss fight. We got to save our Tepetlisaur. We have the sacred volcano city of Talon. I cannot wait to get more lore. I really hope, like, if there's one thing I want, Dragon King Nibelung lore. Just give me all of the lore on the Dragon King. Like, throw in a Dragonlord here or there. Give us some other dragon officials, like other rulers of Natlan, other rulers of the Dragon Realm in the Dragon era. But please, I need to know that he was the second descender, because as far as now, I believe that he's the second descender, but as of right now, that's basically headcanon, because nothing's confirmed that. We have Huitzilopochtli. We have the two golden entreaties. They were in the trailer. The two golden entreaties come together, and then that red realm, I assume that's where the reset button is, and we have to fight like this freaking giant secret source dragon. God, man, I can't wait. I'm so excited. The dragon lore, I feel like this world quest is gonna like really usher in like a new level of revelations and lore about Genshin thus far. Like, I'm thinking of how much Renee's notes changed Genshin. It changed our understanding of Descenders. And so I really think like the dragon civilization, like the dragons are the nexus point of Teyvat itself. You know, they're the furthest history beyond humanity, beyond Conria, beyond the Abyss. And like, I hope we learn a little bit more about the Heavenly Principles as well. I would have to assume that when the Heavenly Principles moved in and tried like usurping Teyvat for themselves, the dragons were like leaving notes and recording history of what was happening and were fighting for their lives and was fighting the shades. And so I hope we get those research notes and we learn about what, like, the first instance of like information of like how things happened, you know, who was on the front lines fighting, and like just how everything happened and how they eventually sealed the city, because the city eventually became sealed behind the golden entreaties. And I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of lore on Ochkanatlan, who is like basically the stealthy one of all of them. He's the one that was kind of looking out for himself and his son, and trying to like usher in like the next evolution for dragons after they fucked up. But I hope we get so much. I just really want as much lore on the dragons and Dragon King Nibelung and the War of Vengeance with the second who came. I hope it's him. I personally have believed that it's been him for a couple years now, but having confirmation would be great. Learning a little bit more about the primordial one, about the shades would be awesome too. But yeah, this was everything. This was the quest. I really hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts, my theories, my speculations, my reactions to everything. This was such a like this quest and the Ochkanatlan quest with Bona, absolute cinema for this region. Absolutely, I loved it. And now we get to wait and look forward to 5.5 and the volcano and the collective of plenty and whatever else the lore has to offer. So I'm excited.